Hello and welcome back to the Kinsling Safe, where we take Kinsling from a local club to a legendary club. Um, we ran for you through the 2040-2041 season, where it was our first Champions League season. So the transfers were, I think I told you about Flatus coming in to replace Sortes last episode. Really good season, £52 million. Got a lot more assists than Suitus, and we'll run you through competitions in a minute of how well we done in our first Champions League season. Afraid this was the best player we had last season, this season. Also, at the same point, we signed Friedrich van Horn, left wing back. We didn't play much left wing back. We changed formation this season. We didn't go. We played a lot of 3-4-3, 3-4-2-1. Still my go-to, but we changed it up this season because of the signing of a new striker. We didn't want to sign a new striker, but we ended up signing a new one, new striker in Sanj Adani for 75 million. The story was, I looked at him, I was like, okay, Dan Jones is the guy. We got Mansour Ocon, we like the 3-4-3. Fantastic. We know what we're doing. A lot of players went on loan in the summer, but that was basically the only summer signing we done. Um, a lot of players went on loan, and then we were happy with the squad. And then what offer? We sold Marcus Strenson to Qatar, no Saudi for 9 million, £2 million profit. But then on transfer deadline day, PSG come in and was like 49 million for Diego Melo. It was this release fee, and that's what we sort of panicked by. We didn't panic by because Iranian forward in Suns had a really good season. Made us change our formation to a more beautiful 4-2-3-1, which I'll show you here how we play. So basically, just standard. We just when we got out of position, we just move for winners. Flag. Happy days. So the first half of the season was okay, particularly great. We won the Community Shield against Aston Villa, 4-0. Quite comfortable. Aston Villa, Championship side of the season, just not at the level as they were last season in the FA Cup. A lot of draws. Champions League group, well, league group, whatever you want to call it. The A fixtures were Midtjylland, AZ, Real Madrid, Roma, Lens, Paco from Greece, and then PSG and Porto. Really think then. Carabao Cup. We had an easy run in the Carabao Cup. Quick one, we won the Carabao Cup because we didn't play anyone good. Um, Basically. And then round here, we had money, but I was like, okay, if we're going to go 4-2-3-1, we're going to spend some money here and go for not go for Premier League, but we're a mess financially. And I thought, well, we need Champions League football. I was happy with fifth place usually does it, but I was happy. We were really good. And then in the New Year, so around December time, we went a bit mad. Dan Beers was for one where I weren't really happy with. Well, we speak, but Dan Beers always been one of those players where he's been a buff, but he's dropped off big time this year. And no offense to him, he'd be moving on. Something coming up. But Diego, Imran Dihara went for 30 million, 13 and a half, £8 million profit. Love him. Love him. Great servant to the club. Just unfortunate that we just didn't have room. He weren't playing. Got a new youngster come through, which I wanted to play a lot more impressive. And that was why. Callum Fleet also went defending badge 6 days later because serving to the club, but he wasn't going to play second half of the season. And to get something almost for money back on him, I was happy with. And much I would. And selling for 1.5 million. So George Cartwright coming from Charlton for 11 million. Went on loan to Coventry, scored 3 goals in 13 starts. He's not quite ready, but he's ready enough. Similar when Mansour Ocon come in. He's going to be brilliant in a few years, 2, 3 years' time. Want to play him a lot more next year. Sam Miles, just a young English player from Chelsea. He's been on loan in Gibraltar, having Magpies. It's not really torn it up, but he's really good. I think he's better than the coaches say. Like I said, I never look at the numbers. But whatever happens, 4.8 million, 6.4, we got him for 4 million. So in a few years, if he doesn't develop, we're 21, we'll hopefully get our money back. Daniel, Sao Paulo, from Sao Paulo, 22 million. Just really good. He's the Emmanuel replacement. Emmanuel's suffered a lot of injuries this season. And I think we need a replacement ready. And Daniel come in, 22.5 million. And he's been solid. We have promised him when Emmanuel goes, he'll be a starter. But Wilson Montero's had a really good season. So maybe, maybe not. But Montero's been really good this season. Massive signing. Billy Gogolev. American wide wing back. Wide back. Just solid, 24 years old. We've massively overspent on this guy. Massively. We spent 91 million on him, but it's on but never, never, never. So as we keep qualifying for Europe, it pays for itself. But it was one where just what he had done. I wanted upgrading Dan Beers, I wanted English or home training country. He's home training country. He's been at Aston Villa all his life. Other than for loan spell at FC Rapid in Romania. But other than that, he's played every season. He come for Aston Villa's youth academy. And surprise, surprise, a new goalkeeper. Enzo Turan is a new number 1. 7 million. No offense to Stadio Saido, just he was having a ball season. Another youngster of Aaron Hansen went. James Lockett went for 25 million on a few weeks before transfer window. With signing on Benny Kokev and playing on needing to win back, 2 wide backs. Just kept. I wanted to keep him for homegrown quota in the Champions League. And we got 25 million. I was like, we need the money. Show you finances in a minute after the rest of the season. And then on transfer deadline day, Barcelona come in for Facu Sadio, 25 million. He wanted to leave. He weren't on number 1 anymore. I had just got with for 25 million. I was a happy days. We made profit on him. And then we brought the young English wonder kid, England's number 1 on the save, Sam Perez Doyle. It was on loan at Aston Villa. He's a really good goalkeeper. 30 million. He's been on number 1 because unfortunately for Enzo Duran, he's been injured. But I think in a few years, this is our new number 1 long term. If we don't get a new goalkeeper, which I'm planning not to. But there's a goalkeeper I'm looking at from Saudi Arabian Brazilian goalkeeper. But he doesn't want to speak to us because he wants a lot of money. So cracking on with the season. Here, January was really good. We qualified, going to the playoffs. Even though we lost PSG, we got really outnumbered PSG, and then we just cracked on. Say Leipzig, we were better than Leipzig. I was like, okay. Lost to Man City in a big title match, but I thought, okay, I'm not that bothered. But then we just went on a massive run. Won the Carabao Cup again, second time in 3 years. And then we just mowed it through for the rest of the season. Didn't lose a single game until we lost the FA Cup final. The league around here was sort of warm because Liverpool and Man City were dropping points. Liverpool and Man City both had really hard games. They were just tripping over each other. And then we beat Liverpool in the Premier League at the Michael Cullen Arena. 26-minute winner. And happy days. For positives are youngsters who we are bringing through are brilliant still. So you're Ashley Brissett. He's got everything you need to play as a second striker or a deep line forward in the 4-2-4. Fantastic. Dave Jones, really good season. The 23 assists for Isaac Freitas. It's been really good. With all that, the financial toll on his club to winning Premier League, it is in the mud. Don't worry about that. We'll worry about it when we get the points penalty and go into administration. Last week, you've got a fight for Europe through the Premier League. We should just be able to keep our heads above water. Our wage bill's going up big time. But I think this summer, we sell a lot of this team and rebuild. I know the ball probably will want European football again to keep the momentum going after winning the league. I'm happy to take a massive gamble, sell 5 or 6 for big money, and I mean big money. Like Andrew Rogers here is one I want to bring through. Give him a lot of games in Premier League or even in the Cup. George Cartwright's one I want to bring through. And Fraser Taylor is the other one. He's another winner. Being on the left. I think the left hand side is the one we need to, but like even with Michael Carter can play there, he's one I really want to bring through also. So both of them might come up, but we've got a really good young generation here in the under 18s who I want to give more game time to. But one player with a lot of value is this guy, Ben Parkin Collier. Oh, I don't know what to do with this guy. If we get over 8 million, I'm taking for money. I don't think he's ever going to be world class. Even with players like Jeffrey Ambrosio, a lot of value now. We bought him for 700k, I think, from 18 months ago from Ecuador. He ain't never going to play for us. We might as well get 7 mil for him and say goodbye. Peter Cooper is another interesting one for the youngster to watch. In a Stockport, I don't know what to do with him. He's another one with a lot of value, but I think it might be time to go. But all in all, we are in a good spot here, building wise. Back to back Premier League champions, back in the Champions League next season. Carabao Cup. The one trophy I'm going all out for this year, next season, is the FA Cup. We lost to Aston Villa, who got relegated. We lost to Derby this season, who were in the Championship. We are not losing. We are going all eggs in basket in the FA Cup this year. Because there is one trophy I want to win now. So thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe. And take care for yourself.